Hiya, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. If you're new and you like this video or any of my other videos and you want to come join us, be friends, subscribe and like this video, whatever you want to do, and follow any of my other socials. I'll put them at the end of the video and I'll put them in the description as well if you're interested. Yeah, so today's video is my first makeup video and I'm actually really nervous for this. I don't know if you can tell, I'm quite nervous. I'm kind of forgetting everything I normally say in an intro because I'm nervous for this video. I haven't really done proper makeup in a while. I mean, Halloween was the last time, that's not too long ago, but I haven't been doing much makeup, so I'm kind of out of practice. And also this is like, I'm filming without any makeup on right now and my skin's really bad and I hate myself without makeup, so this is a tough one for me because I'm really nervous. So yeah, today's video is my first makeup video. As you can tell by the description, this is like my going out makeup that I do like whenever I'm going out to a party, a club or anything like that. So that's what today's video is. So yeah, let's just get started and I hope you like the video. I've already moisturised my face. I have been at work today, so I did have makeup on already, so I took my makeup off. But this mascara is so good. It's from Shein. It's the She Glam all-in-one mascara. I've done a few TikTok posts about it, and I'm going to be doing another She Glam post soon, and I'm going to be doing a video on this channel about more She Glam makeup. So I couldn't be bothered to take it off because I'm going to put lashes on top anyway. So after I've moisturised, which I've already done, I do my brows. I do my brows first before my foundation. So I do soap brows. Do not laugh at me, okay? But my last spoolie broke and I've lost my other two that I had. So this is literally what I've got. It's literally like the spoolie, the thing. And it's so dirty because it's got loads of this soap stuff in it already. So do not laugh at this, okay? I might just do this off camera because it's going to look really awkward. I'm going to put in some ugly faces. But I'll show you what I do now. I literally brush my eyebrows up with this thing and then I'm just going to, you know, mix it around in this and get some product onto the spoolie. See, this is a lot easier when you have a full spoolie, not not even half a spoolie, like a quarter of a spoolie. So yeah, and then you just brush up. I've got a spot right above my eyebrow which is really flipping annoying because it's like in the worst place ever. Right, so there we go. I have done both eyebrows. So next thing I'm going to do is just prime my face. I'm just using this Revolution Pore Blur primer. I literally just ran out of primer, so I just picked this one up. I use quite a lot and then I just apparently flicked it everywhere. I use quite a lot because why not? Why not, huh? Because I have really disgusting skin that really needs to be blurred. And blend it in, mix it in. Let that just sit for a little bit. Sorry that I keep touching my hair, but when I'm doing my makeup, I have to obviously have my hair back. But I look like such an egg with my hair back, so I'm trying to not look like an egg, but also get my hair out of the face at the same time. Which, you know, it's not going great. That's why I keep touching it, because I'm like, get out the way without making me look like an egg, please. Anyway, I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. Now, next thing we're going to do is foundation. Oh, I have so many foundations and stuff, and it depends like what I'm doing. But when I'm going out, I normally mix these two. When I'm going out, I'll always use the Huda foundation because the coverage is just amazing. But the Huda foundation is slightly too thick for me because I just find it really hard to blend sometimes. So I always mix it with a lighter foundation, so like not lighter as in the colour, lighter as in like the texture. What's the word? So like a more dewy one. So I'll either mix it with the True Match or the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I'm gonna mix these two. So let's just do a little pump each side. So this is what we're working with. Now, do I use a brush or a sponge? Beauty blender. I think I'm gonna use a brush and then I might pat with a beauty blender as well, maybe. Dabbing it. So you can see the colours a bit off. It matches my neck quite well, to be fair. But, yeah. So we're just going to dab in with this. Not gonna lie, this is quite hard because my mirror's too far away. I can't see it properly. And the camera doesn't help either because the camera's not great. And my skin is quite bad, so I like to go heavy on the foundation because you need to cover everything. Sometimes, like, little bits don't cover properly, if that makes sense. I'll have to add more foundation to, like, I've got a massive scab here that I'll have to add more foundation to, and a little bit on my nose because those areas need to obviously be a lot more covered. Next, after the foundation, I can see the blood coming through, but I will sort that out in a minute. This is not going well, to be honest, for my first makeup video, but I'm not going to, like, stop recording, do it another time, or, like, edit it out or whatever, because just know, yeah, if you're watching this and you're, like, a beginner, you're going to have things like this that go wrong and stuff, and you're going to have, this is not greatly blended here, you're going to have, like, moments where you mess up or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not perfect. Not everyone's skin is perfect. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone's makeup can look perfect. Just do what makes you happy. Anyway, now is the scary part. I'm going to look like a ghost once I've done this part. So this is the time to do concealer. So this is the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer in C6. I just put it under my eyes like this. So we're just going to do like a line here and a line here. And then also do a dot here, a little bit on the chin. And then I do a little bit under here. This is for my going out makeup. I obviously don't do this every day. So we're looking like we're about to go to war. Like we got our war paint on. I also am going to add some here as well. Looking very scary. So then first of all, I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend all of these bits in. My beauty blender is a bit hard. I'm supposed to wet it before. But I forgot before the video because, you know, I'm CEO of forgetting things. And yeah, it's too late now. I can't be bothered to get up and wet it because by the time I've done it, this concealer is going to be like moulded into my face like this. Right, so now all this bit's blended, I am going to now blend this bit, which is actually for my base of my eyeshadow and to carve out my eyebrows. So with this bit, I just get this little concealer brush and I just drag it to right up under the brow and I just carve my brows out. I feel like I'm just chatting waffle. Do you know what? I feel like every time I do a makeup video, I'm gonna literally just be chattling. New word. I feel like I'm just going to be chatting waffle every time I do a makeup video because, yeah, you can't sit here in silence. Like, you've got to talk, do you know what I mean? So, if you want to see me chat more waffle, then just you go for it. Like, I'll obviously be explaining my steps along the way. But in between, like, when I'm doing something like this, I need to just chat waffle to pass the time. Right, so now it's all blended in, everything's blended. The next step is contour. So I use this Revolution foundation stick in shade F13. There's eyelash glue on the packaging, so don't watch that. This will probably look a bit messy on this side, just because like my skin it's just mucked up. But I'm going to try and blend it as much as possible so that it doesn't look messy. But I'm just being real with you guys and just saying, like, this isn't going to look the cleanest. I basically just take this stick and I just do a little bit on the forehead. Like, a really little bit. If my forehead is broken out or there's lots of spots, I don't normally do this because it can make my forehead look so patchy. So I put it on my nose like this. Try to do it evenly. I'm going to just try to do a tiny little bit here. So you do it like this. I also do a few little dots on my chin and then jawline, which I don't do all the time, but sometimes, but we'll do it today because we're going to go all out. Now we're going to take my brush, if I can find it. Here it is, my little contour blending brush. I start with the chin and the jawline just because if I don't start with the chin and the jawline, I will forget to blend the jawline, which I've done multiple times and I've just forgot to blend it. And then it will just stay there. I'm going to blend this bit, which as you can see it's got a bit patchy. But we can work with it, I told you it wouldn't be great today, simply because of my skin. So now what I'm going to do is take this concealer brush again and just put like a little bit of concealer. I'm not going to overload. I just go down the side of my nose. I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to go down more and just tidy it up. So I go like this. It looks scary right now when you're looking at it. You're like, what the heck is this girl doing? And then I'm going to do that there and go up the middle again with concealer. And then I'm just going to blend this. As you can probably tell, my hair is annoying me, but we'll leave that. We'll just have to deal with it. So the next step is powder. I use the Huda Beauty powder. It's my favourite powder ever. I keep the little lid that it comes with. I just shake it in there. It's now stuck. What I'm doing now. So I just get this brush and I just pop it on like this, pop it all under the eye. I go a bit crazy with powder, especially when I'm going out. If I'm going to a club, yeah, I'm gonna get sweaty dancing and it gets hot in there. So we go mad with the powder, especially under the eyes, because you want to bake that shit. I just got it all in my mouth. Thank you for that. And then under here like this as well. Yeah, and this just helps to like, I feel like this helps with the coverage as well. This powder's so good, right? The Huda Beauty powder is my favourite powder ever. Not just because I worked for them. I don't work for them anymore, so I wouldn't be lying to you guys. Not that I was lying anyway, because I wasn't lying, because it genuinely is my favourite powder ever. I think that's defo the best Huda product there is. It's just so good. I used shade Pound Cake. Yeah, Pound Cake. My eyes are watering because I have majorly sensitive eyes and they water every flipping time I try to do anything. Now we're going to go in with eyeshadow. Where do I start? I always do the same colours and the same kind of look when I do my... This is the whole point of my going out look. I always do a similar thing, but it can vary as well. It depends what I'm in the mood for. But I'm just going to go with my 3 favourite palettes for when I'm going out. Yeah, so this palette is my favourite palette ever. The warm brown, the rose gold, and the rich nude. Majority of my stuff is Huda Beauty because I worked there, obviously. So I'm going to start with this brush. Let's put these ones down somewhere. Danielle never has any flipping room. I'm going to start with this brush, and what shade do I start with? I'm going to I'm going to start with the shade Cocoa from the Rose Gold palette. I just get it on this little brush, and I'm just going to tap it, just get some of that off. This is why I leave powder under my eye, just so it catches the fallout, and you can always blend the fallout away later. I need to try and do this so I can show you what I'm doing. So as you can see, I'm just putting this shade like all over my lid like this. So now we look like we've got a nice black eye. Been banged in the face by a bitch that hates us. Now, a lot of YouTubers will do like one eye and then they'll go off and do the other eye. But it's always better to go from eye to eye, because you'll finish one eye and you'll forget like the steps that you've done, and then it will look slightly different if you do it slightly differently. Like you do one thing slightly differently and the whole look is just looking different. So right now we're looking very scary. We're looking like we're risen from the dead. And then I'm just going to take what one? This one. And I'm going to dip it into dropped it everywhere. I'm going to dip it into Sandalwood from the Rose Gold palette, which is this one. But very lightly. I'm just going to blow it. I'm also going to dip it into this orange shade, which is my favourite one, but there's not much left in there. That's why I dipped it in Sandalwood as well. Just to pick up some more product. They're similar shades, just that one's a bit more orange. That's why I prefer that one. But I dipped into both because obviously I needed more product. And then I'm just kind of blend this out using the this brush. And I'm literally just blending this out. It looks crazy, I know, but trust my blending skills. This is really hard because I'm basically not using a mirror. I'm basically looking in a camera. And if you've ever done your makeup like using a phone camera before, on the front camera, it's really hard. And I cannot see what I'm doing properly. I'm also just going to blend this out like this way. So I've done the eye. So I'll blend the other eye. Dust it off lightly. Right, so you can see these are proper blended out now. I've also just gone in with this brush to kind of blend the top bit, just so it's not patchy or anything. I like to go all out with this. As you can see, let me go into the light more. It's like proper blended out. It's really, really hard in the setup I'm in because I just, as I was saying before with the mirror, I cannot see what I'm doing properly because it's such... I'm not going to lie, this video is really stressing me out because the setup is just shocking. So it's annoying, but we're going to get through this. Not long left now. We're going to get through this. So I've blended this all out. Now what I'm going to do is take this little brush again. And I'm just going to add cocoa, but mixed with the black shade. And I'm just going to do this lightly. What I always used to do when I was like learning, I would always do too much black and then you can't take it away. Like once you add black, you can't blend it out. Like it's so hard. So just start with the littlest amount of black. I've got it all over me. I'm the messiest person when it comes to makeup. That is why I've just put it into a shimmer shade. I now mix the black and the cocoa. And I just dust it up and literally start with the smallest amount. I'm going to try to show you what I'm doing with looking myself. It's really hard because I need to check that I'm in position on the camera. So as you can see, I'm just adding it here in the outer corner. Just to darken that up. Just add it like that. Just want to slightly wing it out like that. That obviously looks terrible right now, but that is why we go in with a different brush later. I'm just going to do the same on the other side. So I've done the same on both sides with the black, and then I go in with this brush again, and I go into henna this time, which is this one. It's like an orangey brown, which is a little bit darker than sandalwood. I just use this brush to blend it out more. So I've blended those out. It's obviously looking really scary here, but we clean that up later, so don't even stress about that. I take this big brush and I just blend this more. Then I'm just going to clean this bit up. So all I do with that is get this concealer brush that I used earlier, and it's still got product on it. So I literally just go under like that. We've now got a nice sharp wing, and it's all blended and everything. I'm not finished yet. I'm nowhere near finished. So what I'm going to do is take this concealer brush again, and I just kind of, I don't fully cut the crease, I just kind of do it roughly like this. I'm going to go off camera, do it properly, and then come back and show you. Right, so I've cut my crease and I've changed my camera angle a little bit. I'm going to use this brush, which is very dirty, but who bloody cares? And I'm going to add a little bit of bubbly and moon dust kind of mixed together. I'm going to just pop it like here and blend it and just make it more subtle. So I've used that brush to like pack it on, and then I'm just going to take this brush and like blend it, because obviously I said I wanted it to be more subtle. So I just blend it, and I don't really want the crease to be sharp. Like if you can see the difference now, I've blended that side. I don't want this massive like sharp line. I just want it to be more blended. We've got this nice snatched eye. I'm now going to add lashes. I was going to do it on the camera, but I'm just going to go off camera and do it because otherwise I'm going to get stressed doing it on camera. Right, so I've got the lashes on. A bit dodgily, I might add. My eye keeps getting stuck together. Now is the last step of the eyeshadow. I've got an itchy nose. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And also, if you're wondering about the powder, yes, I keep the powder on this whole time, just because of fallout and everything. And it also just helps your eyes to be proper baked. Now, for underneath my eyes, I do a bit of henna and a bit of man-eater. Man-eater's a bit more red. And I like to do this because it just makes my eyes pop a little bit more. So I just use this little thin brush. And I just put it under here like this. You can see it. And adding eyeshadow under the eye makes not like your eye colour pop, but it makes your eyes like pop. Like it makes them stand out. So I love doing that. Now we add my favourite mascara ever, the Hiya Glam mascara. Woo! Under my eyes. So we just swipe the rest of the powder off. Now we're going to do bronzer. This is the next step, bronzer. So we take a bronzer brush. I'm trying to find a good bronzer brush. I have so many different bronzer brushes. I'm trying to find what one I want to use. This one. I'm going to use this one. My bronzer is crap, so I have to be really careful with it. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with a really patchy face. It's completely cracked. My Anastasia one. And this is shade Cappuccino. I really don't want this to be very heavy because I don't want to make this area even more patchy. In fact, I'm going to start with this side just so I can see how much product there is. So I just pop it like here and blend it out into the face to warm the face up a bit. You can see the difference already. It kind of just ties everything together, along with like adding more shape to the face. So I do it like that. It looks so heavy on the camera, but you know what? It's not like that in real life. And I kind of blend all this like here, just so you have more of like a blend and less of like a sharp line. So then we add some this side, trying not to patch my face up too much. Actually, it's a bit better. Add some to the nose, more definition. I like to be very bronzed, go a bit crazy on the bronzer sometimes. Now we are bronzed and we are now going to spray setting spray. I ran out of setting spray and I just grabbed the first one that they had in like Superdrug ages ago, and I got stuck with this Glass Shimmer Fix. It's like an iridescent fixing spray. It's a bit crap though because it leaves sparkly iridescent glitter all over my face. I'm gonna like look like an egg for a second because I don't want to get in my hair because my hair will go curly because I have naturally curly hair. The joys of having naturally curly hair. So I'm just gonna spray this all over my face. So here we go. I've sprayed it a bit further away, hoping that we will not get too much glitter on my face. Ooh, nearly knocked everything off. We're just going to let this dry for a sec. We're going to just, whew. We are now going to do highlighter. So I take this big brush, and I have so many highlighters, I never know where to start. I'm going to be using the, I was going to say Wet n Wild. It's not actually Wet n Wild, it's Colourpop. This is one of my favourite highlighters ever. It's literally like all gone, and I just threw it on the side. So this is the Disney one. It's called something and a song. A Smile and a Song. I knew it. And you can see how amazing this highlighter is. So I use this big brush and I just put it like here on my cheekbone. I'll blend that in a minute. It's not going to stay that crazy. And on the other side, then we do a bit on the chin, a bit on the Cupid's bow, a little bit up here. There was a massive lump on the brush, which has now made that go really shiny, but we blend this all out in a minute. I also then highlight my nose with it roughly like this. Like I'll do a rough one kind of all over the nose, and then I go in with a little brush on my nose, this tiny little one here, and I just highlight the tip of my nose like this. Whew. And then at the top, and kind of drag it down because it makes it look a bit more snatched. What I also do with this is put it in my inner corner. It makes the eyeshadow pop, and it makes your eyes pop. And also drag it under the eyebrow. Now we're looking nice and glam. As I said, I would blend the highlighter. I just literally use this big brush and kind of buff these bits because they just need to be buffed out a bit. I'm just going to fix this eyebrow because my eyebrows keep bloody moving. So here we have a very glam face. Sometimes I add blusher, sometimes I don't. I am going to add blusher today because I feel like it is a bit... Whew. Now blusher, just use the Charlotte Tilbury one. Mix it around. Make sure to dust that off. So much came off of that. I'm just going to do a subtle bit of blusher. It just kind of warms the face up a bit. Makes you look more cheerful. My hair's on a madness, so it's kind of ruining the look because my hair doesn't look nice. So we need to rearrange that at the end once I have finished properly. Right. I haven't found my favourite lip products, but I have found some that will work. So I'm using Flirt, which is one of my favourite hooded lip liners, or any lip liners for that matter. This colour is really nice. I do need to sharpen it. Can't be bothered. Don't know where the sharpener is. I'm just going to use it like this. It's not greatly sharpened, but it's still something. I'm basically just going to overlay my lips a little bit. So I'm going to start here and just do this like that. This is not overlaying my lips. I'm still following my lips. It's just overlined the cupid's bow a bit because I prefer to have like a round shape rather than like a pouty shape, if that makes sense. And then you just go down with it like that, and then down again, and then colour that bit in so you got like a pouty look. Do the same on the bottom. So we've got it like this. Sometimes I do my liner more precise. This is just a bit crazy, but what I'm going to use is this Makeup Revolution lipstick. I don't actually know the shade. I got this in like an advent calendar like 2 years ago, so it doesn't have the shade name on it. I just do this in the middle and use this to like blend like that, and make sure it's like all blended. So we've got like the shape and the kind of colour I want, and then I put this gloss on top, which is the NYX Tiramisu. Sometimes I do this, other times I don't. This just kind of gives it a bit of gloss and puts some pink colour in it. This is if I'm feeling the pink side of the look more than the brown, like on my lips, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to hit this on top, like this. And just lightly dab it, so it gives it, oh! I dropped it on the floor. So it just gives it this ombre look. That is like my favourite kind of lips, like this. And this is like my go-to night out look, really. This is it. This is the finished look. Sometimes I will pair this eyeshadow with a red lip if I'm feeling a bit more daring, or a pinky nude lip. Like I'll go for Bombshell. If you know Bombshell from Huda Beauty, it is such a good colour. I'm trying to sort my hair out so I can like give you guys a nice finished look, because my hair's a bit crazy. I would straighten it, but I turned the straighteners off, so they're not hot and I'm not waiting for them to heat up. So this is my finished look. Sorry that my hair's a bit crazy, it kind of ruins it, but my hair just didn't want to straighten properly this time. It was straight and then it kind of got messed up. But here's the finished look. It's like my go-to night out glam. And yeah, that basically concludes this video. Now, I hope you liked this video. This video was a bit chaotic, I'm not gonna lie. It's my first makeup video, so I'm trying to trial and error with certain things and stuff. And yeah, hopefully you guys like this video and it's all Gucci. If you do like this video and you like my content, you like me, and you want to follow my other socials, follow my TikTok and my Instagram. They're the same name basically. And give this video a thumbs up and everything. And also comment below on video ideas that you would want to see from me, because I always love your ideas of videos. Not that I've gotten many before, but like I would love to get ideas for videos, because that is one thing that I find quite hard. Like trying to find ideas for videos. Although I do have a lot of videos lined up to do soon. So keep a look out. But yeah, so this was my go-to night out glam. I hope you liked it. Bye.